Please welcome your host, Luca Hughes-Piper.
Stragglers coming in and everything. Come on, we started. The awards are starting. It's been set up. Adam's been blowing up balloons for hours, I promise you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 19th annual Shock Radio Awards. This year, we are over in the north side of University House, the home of Shock Radio and Shock Extra. And over the course of the evening, we'll be recognising and celebrating the range of incredible talents and presenters that make Shock Radio the biggest student radio station in Greater Manchester. I know, big up. My name is Luca Hughes-Piper, and you might recognise me from saying Shock a lot on your shows, because if you hadn't already guessed, I am the voice of this year's station radio. So this is, all that. I am apologising now. You've got a lot more of my voice to come this night, but we'll move past that. Thank you. And it's been a year of OBs, visuals, wacky events, and 2 Amplify Awards. Let's have a cheer for that. But that is only scratching the surface. And for this year's awards, we've done things slightly differently. Instead of you and I choosing who wins what, we've instead enlisted the opinions of our incredible judges. And like our judges, they're kind of like the Avengers, but they're lecturers in TV, radio, broadcast journalism. They're all superheroes. Please welcome a round of applause to Jimmy Ewing, Gary Morris-Rowe, Leslie McMurphy, Adam Fowler, and Caroline Cheetham. So here is how the awards will work. We're going to reveal the shortlist nominations for each category. There will be 5 in each category, as some had so many submissions we don't have time to show them all. Sorry. We'll then announce the bronze and silver awards back to back. So we'll do them quickly, and then if you guys can both come up together and collect your awards, no speech. Then we will announce the gold award, do a speech. But I know how much you guys all love radios and microphones. We've got to be out of here by 9, so 1 minute max speeches, yeah, no tears, all that kind of stuff. Especially podcasters, they can ramble on for hours, can't they? Sorry, that's... But without further ado, should we get on with our first award of the night? Yeah? Happy days. So where better to start than at the start of the waking day? Best breakfast show.
Harper and Tom's breakfast show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, listen.
Get on with it. A big to see the show.
Good night, Salford.
My name is Umut. Welcome to my annual soundtrack episode. Today I have everything from John Williams to Hans Zimmer to Justin.
Breakfast with Matt and Francis.
Hello, everybody.
Happy breakfast, people.
Happy breakfast. It's 9 a.m. on the 1st of March.
Oh. So our bronze award for best breakfast show goes to Harper and Tom's Breakfast Show. And our silver award goes to Breakfast with Matt and Francis. So if you guys want to come up and collect your certificates. And let's keep the applause going as they come up to the front of the stage. And as for our first gold of the night, the gold award for best breakfast show goes to Gunadin Salford.
I don't have a big speech, so I'll just thank you and have a good night.
Good luck topping that speech. We have had it.
Best lunchtime show.
Let's have another one. Come on, what's the next award?
Everybody, it is Friday.
So
Sam
we've had
Harrison
best breakfast,
show.
but no, this isn't the first time
Sadly,
Matt's
I'm in
spoken
work.
over me. I know, it's the voice
Everyone
always
else,
competing.
absolutely not.
We may have had best breakfast, but for some, this might be the first show of the waking day. We're going to do best lunchtime show on Shock Radio. So can we take a look at the shortlist for that category?
Best lunchtime show.
Hello. Hello, everybody. It is Friday.
The Sam Harrison Show.
Finally here. Sadly, I'm in work, but everyone else, I presume, not in work. So I hope you have a good weekend. And today on this...
Matt Halsworth at lunchtime.
That's 21 Pilots' Level of Concern, one of their lockdown hits there. And this week, they've just started...
Now, your winner for this award, apparently they were entertaining and the delivery was professional and engaging. So in this order now first. In silver place, The Sam Harrison Show. And in gold, Matt Halsworth at lunchtime.
I actually didn't think I'd win an award today, so yeah, this is pretty cool. Consider it's first year as well of doing this, so thanks.
And Matt is already the first person to take this way onto the stage, which is exciting. She had to go through about 17 balloons there to get through. Fair play. Now, dare I say, for some, this might be the first show of the waking day. Up next, we have Best Afternoon Show. I'd be awake this time. But to present this award, please welcome to the stage the judge of this category, University lecturer, Dr. Adam Fowler.
Hello, everyone. Unaccustomed as I am to standing up in front of you guys and saying anything, can I just say I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. What a beautiful bunch of people you are. So lovely to be here. This is reminding me of the last time I was at a Student Radio Awards, and I was a student, and it was in 1970. And I lost to Radio York. But I'm over it now. Anyway, look, this was a fabulous category to judge. Enjoyed listening to all of you, and shall we run the nominations? Let's get them on.
Best Afternoon Show.
Hello, Kayla. Hello, I've just about made it in time.
Y2K Hour.
She's literally just walked through the door. So, welcome, guys. It's the Y2K Hour. It's Wednesday and it's 1 o'clock. And yeah, we're bringing...
Born and Bred.
Hello everyone, welcome to Shock Radio. You're listening to Born and Bred at 3 and you're here with me, Poppy.
And me, Hannah.
Fridays with Erin and Ewan.
Not in a building.
An indoor broadcast. That's not right. An outside broadcast means you're broadcasting out to somewhere else.
The Johnny Bentley Hour.
I'm Johnny Bentley. Hi, it's great to be here.
That's my first.
The sun is shining, but it's not shining because it's raining.
So, I'd like to, first of all, we'll start with the Bronze Award, which goes to Fridays with Erin and Ewan. Yeah. And there we go. Yes, I was never very good at PowerPoints. And the Silver Award goes to the Johnny Bentley Hour. And can I say a couple of words?
Please, yeah.
I just want to say a couple of words about the winners, because I really enjoyed listening to everything. And they were all very chatty, all very conversational, all very friendly, and they all made me smile. This one made me think as well, because it was all of those things, but it was actually about important stuff, and it was fundamental to everybody. Identity and place and belonging. It was fabulous. So well done to Born and Bred.
Expecting this, so yeah, Poppy's not here, but she'll be here for the after party. So on behalf of us, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Give another round of applause to Dr. Adam Fowler as well, ladies and gentlemen. In all regards, but Now, I've been really well behaved so far, I'd like to think anyway, in terms of the number of puns that I've snuck into this script. We're going to put an emergency stop to that now, and our next award is for Best Drive Time. This is the show... There's more. This is the show to help you make a 3-point turn right out of the working day and to fuel you into the evening, and you don't need a Ford Siesta for that. No, but seriously, a fun fact about this one, a lot of presenters here weirdly struggled with operating seatbelts. Then it clicked. Here's your shortlist for Best Drive Time Show. Thanks, man. If anyone's got any more, shout them out. You got time. Come on, drive along.
Best Drive Time Show. Saturday Drive Time with Callum and
It's
Grace.
5 o'clock and we're live from the Shock Studios. Having a look today, we've got bangers. We also have coming in campsite rundown.
M's
Before
Drive
I came,
Time.
though, I did forget to press the button on the lift, and I did have to stand really awkward with this guy stood behind me.
Drive Time Disco.
Good afternoon, it is 4 o'clock and you're listening to Drive Time Disco. I'm Evie, I'm Kim, and I'm Lou. Hope you're having a good...
Wednesday Drive Time with the Drive
I'm Stephen Hayward.
I'm Faith Tudor.
And we are
The Driver
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
That was really badly
This was
timed.
awful.
And we are
The Driver Chiefs.
Friday Drive
Welcome
Time.
along. Shock Drive Time for a Friday. Adam and James with you through until 6.
And in a very particular order. In bronze place, M's Drive Time. And the silver award, personally my favourite name of the night, the Driver Chiefs. Come on, forget, guys. We ready for another gold? Mixed responses. Our gold place goes to Friday Drive Time.
Well, I'll echo what James has just said to me off mic. No, certainly didn't expect to win this one, but it's great to have so many good drive time shows on Shock, and probably ones that probably should have won. But no, thanks for the award. I can't remember who judged it, but thank you to them. Jimmy Ewing, thank you very much. You'll hear from me a bit later on as well, so I'll shut up. And thank you.
You'll hear from me a bit later on. Does he think he's winning more awards? I mean, honestly. Okay, for some, this is the first show of the waking day. It's time for Best Evening Show. Some may say this is Unai Emery's favourite award because there's a lot of good evenings in this one. And speaking of sport, to present this year's award, let's welcome our head of sport, Lewis Henderson.
Thank you very much. Well, nice to be here. Nice to see all of you as well. And during my exec shifts, I've heard some evening shows as well. I want to say they're all fantastic. But let's run through the shortlist for the best evening show.
Best Evening Show.
I've noticed a lot of people either pick, oh, I'm going to listen to really energetic, happy music when I'm sad to kind of boost my mood, or I'm going to listen to
Pub Jukebox.
Always feel a compulsion to do the brrr whenever I hear that song. Chairman of the board, give me just a little more time. This is Pub Jukebox that you wish you had.
Soundtrack Station.
My 3 favourite things, I already told you one of them. and I
Burning
don't-
villages, killing pigs.
Fishing.
Rave 4.
Oh, it's already a modern classic. The 2019 hit from Peggy Goo, Starry Night.
Soundtrack to My
Let's
Life.
find out about your soundtrack then. So the first question we asked you was, what is a song that you relate to?
And in bronze for the best evening show is The Theme. And the Silver Award for Best Evening Show, I have heard this one while doing my Isaiah shits, and it is fantastic. It is Rayform. Would you like your Silver Award? Would you like it? Yeah, come And the Gold Award for the Best Evening Show. Now, it should be said that this had a great concept, excellent variety, and really good presenters as well. I'd love to be on it at some point, if it still goes on for next year. I think, fingers crossed, I hope it does. Best Evening Show, Gold Award goes to Soundtrack to My Life.
Flora's not here, and I'm not drunk enough to chat shit anymore. So thank you, whoever voted for this one.
Big thank you to Lewis. I don't need to be drunk enough. I'll be chatting a lot more shit to you guys. Sorry. Up next, this year, one of Shock's key aims was to expand its podcasting network. Now, we know that one of the largest growing areas of audio consumption is podcasts. I mean, they're literally everywhere. And this has started this year with the introduction of a dedicated Mixcloud page called Shock Pods. Super original. Nice, guys. And we have a new committee position for this, so please welcome to present the Best Podcast and Pre-Records Award, your head of podcasts and pre-records, Meg Bond.
That I blew up every single balloon in this room and upstairs, so thank you. Okay, I just want to begin. The Shock Pods this year has just been incredible. The people that have been on board with it this year is just phenomenal. We've had international students, we've had students outside of media doing like fitness. It was just fantastic. So I decided this year that because it's so brand new, we're going to have only one award, which is the Gold Award for like the best one. Well, not really the best one, but it's just, I think this one deserves gold. So, yeah, can we do it? Or am I just standing here? I hate public talking, by the way. I've had like 3 drinks. Sorry. Right, Maddie Williams isn't here at the moment, so unfortunately she can't be here because she's in, I think, Italy, which is so much cooler. Sorry. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's Maddie's. Yeah. Should listen to it, it's great.
You do have to think that Series 2 is going to be an American in Paris, or an American in Italy, or an American in all sorts. Is that part of it? It must be. Surely, a travel show. Fair play. The Shock's budget's gone through the roof this year on jet flights. Christ. Just before the interval, there's time for one more award, and this is Best Alternative Show. And to present this award, we could not find a better alternative than this person. Welcome to the stage, Dr. Leslie McMurphy.
Thank you. Before we get started looking at the short list, the nominations, you know the number 50 bus? Never, yeah. You know, many years I've been teaching at Salford, Media City, and normally I walk between the campuses, but to get here for these awards, I decided to take the bus. And that was a bad idea. So you all have my empathy and sympathy, even more than you did before. Okay. So yeah, let's look at the nominations for Best Alternative Show. Do I
just sing some hold music?
Best Alternative Show.
This is the theme. I pick a theme every week, and then I do an hour by myself, and then I have a guest on for the second hour who brings in like a few.
Soundtrack Station.
Shock radio that gives you the best soundtracks, be it from films, TV, games, whatever. If it has a soundtrack, we got it.
Raveform.
Oh yes, oh yes. Wild Dogs with Not in Love. Sampling a classic 1982 track from Michael McDonald.
Discovery.
That was Points of View by Hotel Lux, taken from their brand new debut album, Hands Across the Creek, released under the state.
Prime Cuts
This
with
week's
DJ
focus.
Clipping.
Imagine you're in an empty London warehouse, the West Midland Hills, or on the big French Parade.
Okay. So the Bronze Award goes to Prime Cuts with DJ Clipping. And the silver goes to Raveform. Come on now. Okay. So now we have the gold, which is the theme. Unfortunately, Annabelle can't be with us tonight as she had to fly back to America. So we presented her with her award at the Joint Committee meeting on Monday, and here's the moment she found out she'd won. It's coming.
I'm very happy about this. That's great. I think my show's pretty cool. I like it, so I'm glad that it won. Yeah.
We like it too!
Yeah.
Thank you for asking me to judge. Thanks for inviting me, and have a great night, everybody.
Let's give it up for Dr. Leslie. So that marks the halfway point of this year's Shock Radio Awards. But before we take a break, the producers wanted me to take a moment to acknowledge a massive change here at Shock this year. The inclusion of the SU's new student station, Shock Extra, who we're live on right now. Hi, Mum. Everyone at the station has been working so hard all year for your help to build the new platform, and we want to take a moment to look back at some of the things that have happened on the channel this year and just see how far we've come. So roll the tape, Joe.
I've run back over there as well.
Hi again. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Shock Radio Awards, the 19th annual 2023. How are we all doing? We're all doing good. The pizzas are still all there. There are so many pizzas. I cannot stress this enough. Please have another slice of pizza. We are halfway through the show this evening. We've already seen 7 golds handed out. So should we just crack on with some more? We've got loads more to win. And before we commence, the tech team have had a word with me. They are pressing the buttons at the right time. There are some weird delays. They would like to apologise on behalf of, not themselves, on behalf of the tech, okay? Are we happy with that? Was that good enough? Happy days. Let's crack on with some more awards. This year, Shock Radio introduced on-air hourly news bulletins, and they would not be possible without our incredible news presenters. Sorry, breaking news. Sorry, Caroline Cheetham cannot make this awards. But we do miss her, and she sends her thanks for letting her judge this award. Sorry, Caroline, you will hate that. That is shocking. But to present this award on her behalf, can we please welcome to the stage this year's Head of Music, the Queen of Tunes, self-proclaimed, Ruby Turner-Hook.
I don't quite know about that. That is not ever what I've said. I've never professed to be the Queen of Tunes, but whatever. Also, I'm sorry, I'm not Caroline Cheetham. Not even close. So let's have the nominees for this award.
Best News. Leonie Hosselby.
A woman from the town of Barrow who falsely claimed she was raped and trafficked by an Asian grooming gang has been jailed.
Adam Clark. Newsroom at 10. Unions are asking the Chancellor to find the money to pay health workers fairly and end a series of NHS walkouts.
Lovely. That is it. And our silver award goes to Leonie Husselby. And I don't think it's much of a shock, excuse the pun, who the gold goes to. The gold award is for Adam Clark.
Hello again. As Luca said in the script there, it's been great to bring in hourly news bulletins. I've got to thank Leonie, George, Ewan, and everyone else that's in the room and not in the room that's done news bulletins this year, and it's something that I hope, wherever our new head of news is, Mr. Ewan O'Leary, we'll look to continue on next year. Thank you very much.
Ruby as well. Thank you, Ruby. Now, next award, it's time to celebrate the DJs, who, by the way, are going to be playing this year's after party in the back room at Atmosphere. Yeah, come on, are we excited for the after party? And while disc jockeys have slowly evolved into more stream shufflers, these guys have shown just why we need DJs on radio more than ever before. So here is this year's shortlist. Next track.
Best DJ. Matt McGettrick. DJ Clipping. Charlie Johnson.
what that felt like? That felt like at Eurovision when they show all the countries in order and you just get little random snippets of different... Anyway, your bronze award goes to Charlie Johnson. And your silver award, Matt McGettrick. Let's keep the applause going, come on. I think we can take the applause up another level. I think we can keep it going a bit more. Not long left, guys, come on. Your gold award goes to DJ Clippy.
Everyone's been very modest. I did expect to win this award, but thank you very much. It has been such a pleasure to play fantastic new and old electronic music from right across time and space. Don't know where this is going, but thank you very much also though to Charlie and Matt as well for being fantastic DJs, giving me good competition, and but also just being a brilliant family of DJs here on Shock. And hope to see you all next year. Thank you very much.
And as said before, all the DJs will be playing later at the after party, so you can expect back to back to back to back to back. Yeah, all the DJs play. Thanks. Our next award recognises the best moment on air for 2022-23. Woohoo! So, radio is full of moments, and as a presenter, you'll never know when gold might strike on air. But I guarantee you, we will be seeing gold and silver and bronze in another order. So, we're going to see the shortlist for this one right about now. Ooh. Hello, Blue Cursor.
Best moment. Sunny Tennant live lounge and interview.
Shock Radio, and this afternoon I am joined with Sunny Tennant. Hi, how are you doing?
Stupid percentage
let's
game.
find out what the answer is. The correct answer was 20%.
No! Francis rides the Ferris wheel at the Winter Wonderland.
I thought this was a child's ride!
Shock Sports. Coverage of Solver Juni basketball comeback.
Salford up by 1. They're up for the first time since that first quarter.
Sam finds out he's seeing Fall Out Boy on air.
Oh my god, guys! I'm going to see Fall Out Boy tomorrow!
Some great moments there. Some really good moments. I'll hear them again. In bronze place, Sunny Tennant's live lounge and interview. And the silver award goes to Shock Sport coverage of the Salford Uni basketball comeback. The pressure is building for this one. The judges for this award, keeping it going, the judges for this award had this to say, and it might give it away a touch, but I don't care. A hugely visceral and entertaining section. Moments are all about emotion, and this is packed with it. The communication of the fear of heights is very engaging and infectious. It's Francis that rides the Ferris wheel at Winter Wonderland.
Do you want to scream or?
Who knew screaming would get me a gold at this award ceremony? But you know.
And an Amplify Award.
And an Amplify Award, yeah. But yeah, I'm still afraid of heights. That hasn't helped me, that experience. But you know, it was actually Matt all day kicking at my heels like, when do we get to go on this Ferris wheel? And I actually didn't want to go on it, but this man forced me. Wait, excuse me. Go on, Matt, say something.
Yeah, well, most of the time Francis is my rock, so he's there when I need him. So if he's afraid of heights, I'll be there for him.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Just going to say, as someone that works at the SU now, we obviously arranged the Winter Wonderland, and I could never have predicted what came from that Ferris wheel, that booking, because we were all stood inside, all our staff, we were just milling about in there, we're like, oh yeah, people are loving the Ferris wheel, it's been great. And then we hear this shock radio broadcast coming up, ah! And thanks for that, guys, you made all of our years. It was quite special. But, right, we couldn't just let the judges have all the fun, so we've got an award which you guys have been voting for. Your members' choice. So, God, there was a nervous little sound there around the room, wasn't there? This award recognised an individual that's made an impact on the wider Shock community. So please welcome, to present this award, the newly elected network manager and 2 times award winner for the next academic year, Adam Clark.
So, obviously, as Luca says throughout the night, the majority of these awards have been judged by the great lecturers and industry professionals that we have at the University of Salford. But this one has been picked by you. Let's have a cheer for the room. Come on! And let's have a look at the shortlist.
Members' choice. Grace Hutchinson. Jason Darby. Storm Ty. Emma Nelson. James Crompton.
So, the Bronze Award for Members' Choice, Emma Nelson. And Silver, Storm Tie. If you want to get your certificate. Now the Gold Award. Ooh, let's have a new. Come on. Let's get the atmosphere going. Sack the VT, people. Come on, James Crompton.
I don't have a speech. Cheers for Ben for nearly killing me. Great. No, I don't have a speech. Thank you to all of you, and everyone deserved this who was nominated. Everyone deserved this. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Who's going to have that song stuck in their head for the next 3 weeks? Yeah. Just thought I'd take a minute just to show off how nice these awards actually look. They're incredible, aren't they? Can we get a round of applause for whoever made these awards? Stunning. So let's give away another one. So now we've had this year's network manager, it's only fair that we grab the current station manager and drag him up here. So to present the Manager's Choice Award, please welcome Matthew Green.
You thought you escaped me, didn't you? Afraid not. You've heard me on the screen all evening, though, making all the announcements and all the nominations. And I just want to say, From station manager this year, hard to believe it's this time last year, I was stood in the corner somewhere over there, you know, ready to step into the big shoes and be station manager this year. And it's been a privilege. It's been a fun year, and I'm looking forward to still being here next year because I ain't going anywhere at the moment. So, manager's choice. As you know, I spend a lot of time in Shock Radio. My girlfriend Izzy is very patient with me of all the times, like, what are we doing today? You haven't got uni, but, you know, I'm going into Shock today just to, you know, do some bits and pieces. But I have the privilege of meeting quite a lot of you, and probably every one of you at some point or another. And I hear a lot of your shows as well. So picking manager's choice was one of the probably hardest things I've had to do over the year. I know everyone says that in a speech, going, oh, it's a really hard decision to make, but here we are. But for me, my manager's choice was someone who lit up the room every time they walked into it. They always had a positive attitude when it came to coming in and doing their show. They were nervous at first, but they just fell into place, and everyone loves them. And I'm going to say it, I predict them being the next female station manager at Shock Radio. The one and only award for this category goes to Emma Nelson.
Honestly, thank you so much. Like, being part of Shock Radio has like literally like changed my life. I'm not even gonna lie, and I genuinely can't believe this. So this is for all of us, and just well done for an amazing year. I can't wait for next year.
Well done to Emma, and a huge thank you to Matt. Should we do another award? We're going to have to acknowledge what's just happened over there, because something's just happened. Up next, it's all about chemistry. So think your Simon and Garfunkel, your Tom and Jerry, your Lennon and McCartney. Although, come to think of it, all of those duos did fall out massively. We're not going to have that here. We're just going to recognise the best two presenters that have a really strong bond on air together for Best Duo. It's also been our biggest category entry for this year, and not just because there's two for every entry. So this is serious. To present Best Duo, please welcome to the stage, Adele Davies.
Hello, my loves. I'm quite nervous, you know, because I didn't know I was presenting this award until I arrived right on time. If anyone does need any broadband, hit me up after. I don't know what I'm doing.
We'll just bronze that one. And then
do I just tell them to like read
Let's
the
crack on the shortlist.
Yeah, go on, shortlist now, please. Thank you.
Best duo.
You know,
Rollback.
His girlfriend that does it with him is Joe. What's her name? Joe Brand. What?
Joe Brand?
Yeah, Joe Brand's daughter.
Yeah.
Around
Born
came
and
the age
bred.
of about 5 or 6, maybe around then, when I decided to dress myself, and there's just this image in my head, right?
You see videos
Talk
on
of
TikTok where they're
shame.
like, oh my god, look, I'm in space. They have like live streams and stuff, and they're like, oh my god, look what I can do with this water. Like,
Callum
look,
and
I'm
Grace.
floating around in space in this rocket.
To go to Newcastle, I had to find him with his massive saxophone player.
You do realise how weird that sounds.
Matt and
Found
Francis.
out that I'm actually quite good at massages. Yes, and I will tell you live on air on Friday and Saturday.
Oh. Okay. In bronze, Matt and Francis. Silver, Megan and Ellie. Come up, come up. Okay. And for gold. So this is what the judges have had to say. I'm dyslexic, so if I say anything wrong, just bear with. They have a lovely, warm relationship between these two presenters. The thing that just nudges this into the top spot is that the presenters have different tones, but they complement each other very well. There's genuine warmth between them, which feels natural, not forced. And one trick with presenting personality is your authentic self. So, without further ado, for gold is Callum and Grace.
Okay, wow. I'm shocked because with this being the most people nominated or put themselves forward to win it is quite wow. Everybody here is great. Grace is great, and I didn't know Grace till TV Studio. She's amazing. Everybody that got nominated and were amazing as well. But I can't believe it. I actually can't.
I would like to say that if anyone deserves an award tonight, it is Callum, because no one puts more effort into their shows, I think, than Callum. He is constantly during the week. You're doing bangers, you're doing whatever it is. I've forgotten band fans. I've forgotten most of our shows. So
Should say that's bangers.
You list
Shall
the
we
things
just go?
you do.
It's easier now.
Probably yes.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, it is time for our final award of the night. Can we get an aww? But it's a big one, so it's time for the award for Best Presenter of Shock Awards 2023. Woo! Yes, out for the Pyros. Let's go crazy for this one. This award recognises all-round great presenting skills along with a strong connection with the listeners on air. So who better to present this award than a reigning champion, the best male presenter of last year, Noah Crikey!
It is an honour to be here. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for all the hard work you've done this year, and it's now time to hand over the baton to the next winner of the main award of the night. In bronze place, the shortlist.
Best presenter. Beulah Urasara.
Hello, my lovers. You're listening to Afrofuse with Beulah here on Shock Radio UK, and this is the
Matt Hallsworth.
Figure it out, Royal Bloods on Manchester's biggest student station, Shock Radio. Matt Hallsworth with you till 2 o'clock.
Ruby Turner-Hook.
And welcome to Shock Radio. It's just turned 9 p.m. and I'm going to be with you for this Saturday night all the way till 10.
Matt McGettrick.
Hello, welcome along to the rave. It's Thursday, which can only mean one thing. It's rave form time. Got new music on the way for you from Who, Gorgon City.
Emma Nelson.
This 2 hours is all about feeling positive about ourselves. Because I'm not even funny, I have never met anyone who feels 100% confident.
And in bronze place, bronze award, we have Beulah Urasara. And in silver place, we have Matt Hallsworth. And in gold position, the winner of the award tonight, he has displayed excellent work, very good use of microphones, apparently, it says here. He has an intimate and direct address. He's warm, he's confident and pacey, and he would comfortably fit it on any of the 16 to 19 oriented commercial or BBC network shows. So the winner of the gold award is Matt McGettrick.
I'm slightly annoyed because I wanted to get a 4th silver, but you can't have them all, can you? No, genuinely, I did not expect to win that, and so many great presenters here. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? I just love doing my show, Raveform. Love presenting, love sharing the music that I love, and yeah, I just love being a part of Shock. So thank you all for making it so enjoyable, and see you at the after party.
Tell you what, must be a lot of pressure getting best presenter and then having to do a speech, but you have nailed that. Fair play. Before we go and enjoy the rest of our night, it is time to welcome back to the stage for the station handover, current station manager Matthew Green and incoming manager Adam Clark.
I mean, Adam, you've been up here how many times now tonight? Is it going on for about 6, 7? Yeah, he's getting you. See, he's getting very comfy inside Shock now. I mentioned it earlier in my manager's choice speech, you know, that this year's been amazing for me, you know, being in charge of Shock this year. But, you know, I say in charge of Shock, but, you know, it's not. It's just kind of there to just hold forth and open the door. And, you know, it's been a great year, and I got to play with a load of OBs, which I was delighted about. Adam was a great right-hand man to have as well. You know, we had some great ideas. We implemented some great stuff, and spent a lot of money on a coach to Exeter. So...
It was a good coach, though, wasn't it?
So, in pure tradition, I believe anyway, for Shock Radio, it's time to hand over the key. And yes, there actually is a key for the place, although one of the doors doesn't lock now because the handle fell off. Yeah. But that's another story. No, that's a story for another day. But for the first time ever, we have 2 keys to hand over because, as we saw before the interval today, Shock Extra has become a massive part now of the Shock network and the Shock family, as we call it. So, without further ado, and then I'll let Adam have a few words, here is 2 keys of Shock Radio. It's like being the mayor. Here's the Shock Radio. Yeah, you can wear them. Go on, go for it. And for Shock Extra as well.
I mean, we'll go for my speech. It's probably a bit more scripted than Matt's was, but
play the announcement.
Go on, play it. There we go. What we want. Right. So I'm probably not short for words, which is probably good for being in radio. But no, just sort of a few words on this year and looking forward to next year as well. I mean, not to sort of quote anything that was quoted at the Journalism Awards last Thursday, but the end of the year is a great time for reflection. And I think we've done this tonight by celebrating what we have in the Shock network. And a lot couldn't have been done without this year's committee that I've been honoured to have been involved with Matt and the rest of the committee that are here tonight. So let's give them a round of applause. And I'm sure we'll all give a big thanks to outgoing station manager Matthew Green. And I'm sure if I had more time on stage tonight, I could list the 21 reasons why he's been an amazing station manager. And I'm glad he's staying on as head of tech and production. Because I'll be honest, he knows a lot more about SIP codecs and Raspberry Pis than I do. But no, it's been a great year. For Shock, Freshers Fair, the Shock Extra rebrand, which we've got to give a big round of applause to Mr. Joe Lander at the back there. The 24-hour broadcast, Francis and Matt, and a certain tram challenge that we may or may not would have won that if there wasn't use of Ubers, but less about that. And the basketball coverage that rightly won an award tonight with Lewis, Sam, and the rest of the team. Varsity as well, George, Leone, and the rest of the team that worked on that. And a certain little trip to Exeter as well. An amazing turnout. We were very nearly the highest represented station, but there was some station over the Pennine in Leeds that had a few more than us, but We'll do it again next year. And yeah, a very hilly place. Premier Inn staff telling certain social sects to keep it quiet, but we certainly put Shock on the map, and maybe it'll be in Salford next year. Who knows? But I think we've also got to pay tribute to the third years that are leaving us. We've seen some of them nominated and given awards tonight. There's been some great shows from them as well. So let's give them a round of applause. We're still on page 1, by the way. And looking to next year, we're looking to do what we've done this year, plus even more. And any ideas, do send them my way. But do bear in mind the paperwork if they are extravagant. But we do want to win awards for them, so let's do that. And some of you may probably, I don't think anyone knows this, but as someone that said they'd never go to university, it's certainly the right decision that I've made to lead Shock into next year. But let's introduce you to the 23-24 committee, the majority of which are in the room tonight. So let's introduce them one by one. And I think there's only one not here tonight. But first off, she'll be TikToking so I don't have to. Head of Online, Megan Folan. Are we all coming to the front? Come on. We did it last year. Get the use of the jingle. Keeping an eye on the headlines. Head of News, Ewan O'Leary. Can't be here tonight, but hopefully his sports team will be following Salford City in League One. Hopefully, maybe. Head of Sports, Sam Armitage. And I know he's been spinning the decks pretty much all day and will be doing later. And he'll be keeping the tunes fresh for Shock Radio this year. Head of Music, Matt McGettrick. She'll be trying to get us into the Spotify podcast charts and being careful on hills. Head of Podcast, Stevie Capstick. I mean, he's already on stage, but he'll be mixing down the station imaging and doing a lot of OBs. Head of Tech and Production, Matthew Green. And keeping an eye on, and to quote station voice Luca Hughes-Piper, Shock's cheeky visual side, Shock Extra output controller, Storm Ty. Managing the organised chaos that is RCS Setter, but we could have Myriad if we wanted. Matt, it's a good software, isn't it? There we go. And trying to get us a Greg sponsorship. Shock Radio output controller, James Crompton. She'll be making sure we all have a good time. Head of Social and Wellbeing, Adele Davies. And someone that'll be telling me I can't spend money, or I've spent too much money, or should be telling Matt that as well. Treasurer Grace Hutchinson. And finally, I don't know whether he's going to stay at the back there, and he's not been forgotten this year. My number 2 for next year, holding me to ransom for SDI reels. Pressing buttons at the back, network program controller, Joe Lander. And that is the end of the 2-page speech that took about an hour to write yesterday afternoon. Your Shock Radio, or Shock Committee for 23-24. Thank you.
I mean, tell you what, Adam does some sports. He's announced that like a starting 11. That was quite special. In net, Adam Clark, and a back foot. No, we're not going to say what positions what. Exciting times for next year, guys, honestly. And I tell you what, just at the end, you're saying there, Adam, about it being Shock Network now. You can really tell what a network this is because it means so much to everyone. It's going to be pretty special. Are we in the mood for an after party? Well, let's just have a quick wrap up. That concludes this year's 19th Annual Shock Radio Awards 2023. A few more big thank yous. Once again, to our judges, Leslie, Gary, Jimmy, Adam and Caroline. Their opinions are as invaluable as ever. Thank you all so much. Another huge thank you goes to Joe Lander and Megan Bond for organising and streaming tonight's awards. To Alfie, my far too glamorous assistant in the wings. And finally, slightly selfish thank you to the SU and Atmosphere for providing us with the space to host this awards. Now, will our DJs, Matt McGarrick, Charlie Johnson and DJ Clipping head to the decks? We're going to go celebrate the end of the Shock year. This is the end of Shock Radio, the new and improved Shock Network, which will return in September with a whole wealth of fun. And if you're watching this on Shock Extra, this is a little plug at the end, keep an eye on the channel. There's loads more content to come in the next year. I've been your host, Luca. Enjoy, guys. See you later.